This race recap brought to you by Phillips Connect, technology that moves us forward.
Has now turned into a place that he will cherish and remember for a very long time about this one Sunday. He seeks one additional win light, but his problem is Brittany wants that same one. Top Fuel Final, Sonoma Nationals. Now. Brittany Force, 033 on the Christmas tree. And Brittany goes 3:709 at 335.48 miles an hour to put an exclamation point on what was one of the most fantastic weekends of Top Fuel performance in history.
Is the winner, and Brittany, walk us through your race weekend.
Thank you. Really just an incredible race weekend for our team. You know, coming in here, you go off how you did last season or, you know, years before, and we've always struggled on the Western Swing, so it's you pull in and it's tough to, you know, leave that behind when you haven't done well in the past. And Sonoma's always been on my bucket list. It's one of my wins that I've always wanted to get. It's almost a home track for me. I grew up at this racetrack, you know, watching my dad running Super Comp, running 8 Fuel, and you know, celebrating in all of JFR's winter circles with my sister, my dad, everybody. So it's just always been a bucket list win for me. I've always wanted to do it. So to be able to pull it off with this Flav-R-Pac Monster Energy team, David Krubnik, Max Savage, and just to run outstanding all day long. I'm so proud of, you know, this entire team, and we've struggled the last few weekends, but we really turned it around today.
The Nitro Funny Car Final of the NHRA Sonoma Nationals is locked in. Tasca rockets off the starting line first. He will not be denied a third time. 391.1, 325.61 miles per hour, 399.8 for John Force in the losing effort.
Yeah, you know, I said in the interview, some points of the season we look kind of silly because the only reason why we're out here is to run for a championship, period. And we didn't have a car that could do that for most of the season. We didn't have a car that could do that at the end of last season. We led the points most of 2021, and we couldn't run when the conditions got good. And when you race with John Schaefer and Mike Neff, that's all these guys think about, is winning a championship. So we tested a lot this season. We made some of the quickest and fastest runs I've ever made in my career during testing, which I used to get ribbed by my buddy there, Tony Pedregon. He said, yeah, you win the Monday Nationals. And the truth is, we sacrificed a lot this season to get to where we are right now. And when we came into this race, we really didn't have a handle on this setup. It showed a lot of promise in testing. We put it maybe once or twice in a few races during the year. And Mike was just determined that it had to be this weekend. And Friday, the car ran good early and shook. Saturday morning, it did kind of the same thing. And like Saturday night, I'm like, Mike, maybe we should just go back to like what almost won the last 2 races. And he's like, no, I'm close. And it made that run Saturday night, and that was really a pretty extraordinary run. I'm not quite sure anyone has ever been that quick on a 118-degree track. We ran that 387 with a 5. And then it came out this morning and it did the same thing, did the same thing in the second round. We slowed it down a little bit against Robert. We were a little worried about the track, and then ran lights out in the final. So I guess this has come full circle for us because we just wanted to be ready with the way the points are in the regular season. It really doesn't matter. As long as you can be in the top 5, top 6, anyone can win the championship.
Erica simply cannot give Greg Anderson too much leash. And Greg Anderson has to leave before Erica knows what happened. Erica, 0:18 reaction time, a 300ths advantage. She takes it to the 1,000-foot stripe. 6:57.4 beats a 6:56.5. It's a whole shot because she whacked them upside the head with a waffle iron on the starting line.
Yeah, the kitchen sink really flew out of Greg Anderson's hand.
It's huge for us. As I mentioned down on the track, this race has evaded us somehow for 18 years of racing pro stock. So every year I set my goals and Sonoma was on the list, and we were finally able to capitalize on it. We've had a tremendous race car all year. My guys worked so hard in the off season to make up the gap that KB Racing had put on us last year, and it's paying off. It's just really exciting for me, and to be able to win this weekend, just shy of the finish line down there, my motor let go and it just kind of went flat, and I look left and I don't see Greg, and I'm like, please, please, please don't run out of real estate, and saw the beacon light up on the guard wall, and it was just a significant win for me personally. But for our team, we lost Grandpa Freeman 2 weeks ago, just prior to Denver, and we wanted to park this Million Performance car in the winner's circle for him and in his honor. And you know, his family has done such an excellent job of continuing his legacy. Even when he was alive, he raced pro stock back in the 70s and instilled that love for NHRA drag racing in his 3 boys. So one of which is Richard Freeman, who I drive for, Royce Lee, and Robert, who did my clutch for a lot of years. So this is huge, and we wanted to win for Grandpa. We have a grease board in our trailer, and it's a to-do list. And last week it was win Denver for Grandpa, and we erased Denver and we put Sonoma, and we were able to get it done. So this one means a lot for a lot of different reasons.
But one rider will be better than the other. Human nature. Here we go. Gladstone. He's got enough. Does he have enough? 1,000 feet, quarter-mile stripe. Joey Gladstone, first career win, and he does it on a hole shot. Gladstone, 675.9 at 200 miles an hour, 675.8, 199. What a fitting way for Joey to get his first one. Hole shotting one of the classes, great.
Today was, I don't know, the race gods made us earn it. We, first round, I kind of threw my hands up after what happened. The bike wouldn't do a burnout, and I didn't know if I could fix it. So luckily we turned the bike off, shook a couple wires, and the race god smiled on us, let me make that pass. And no, the bike was just on rails all day, and I don't know, sometimes in racing it's funny. Sometimes on Sunday, you know, I've never won an NHRA race, but I've won a few other races, and some days it just feels like you can't lose, and today felt a lot like that.
The O'Reilly board comes on, it'll go to Surprise, Arizona. If the Denso board lights up, it'll go to Phoenix. Very deliberate through the staging procedure. You do not want to give it away on the starting line. Both drivers away on the green. Joe Mazeras made it a little harder on himself. He sat on the bulb. Has he got enough? He does not. How about that? 8:05 for Jim Cohen. Camaro that's owned by Jim Whiteley. And in the right lane is Jody Lang. Jody is a multiple-time division champion as well. Between these two drivers, they've won almost 50 races. Both of them know what they're doing. Both of them know every trick in the book. Both of them have been doing this for a number of years. There's a 327 under the hood of that Malibu, GT and automatic. The mid-60s, a little bitty mouse motor. And for Kyle Rizzoli's Super D automatic, as I said, 427, fire-breathing monster. Head start goes to the boo, and then Kyle Rizzoli will be on the chase. Green, times 2. The little 327, trying to hold on. I think I can, I think I can. Here comes that big old bad old mean old nasty 427, not gonna get him. 1 thou at the finish line stripe, 1071, 122 for the win. It is a dial-in category, a D stock automatic for the Firebird, an F stock automatic. And they are classified by horsepower, divided into the weight of the car. And then dial them in and turn them loose. Jerome in the left side is predicted he's going to run 1096. The handicap head start here is going to be exactly half a bulb. It is half a second between bulbs, and he's getting a .25 head start. Red light start for Brian Phillips. Oh no, just like in Top Dragster, the margin, 7 thousandths of a second. You get a little wound up at this end of the racetrack and jump too soon, 007 red. But you want to talk about a racing legacy? Well, the Theobald family has got a lot of members that race. But I looked up for Toby Payne. Kid in the red car down there. This is his first final round. His dad has been to 82. His mom's been to 6. His uncle's been to 34. And his grandpa's been to 40. About time the kid found a trophy deck. One of these two drivers about to win their first national event. Toby Payne in the left side, Tanner Theobald in the right. Look down on Toby Payne's side of the racetrack. Top Fuel driver Shawn Langdon is his coach. Green. Throttle stops come into play. Now you got to make the right decision at the finish line. 8.9 seconds, the magic number. 8:92 beats 8:92. Tanner Theobald gets his win, and the stay-at-home son gets to take a trophy home to mom and dad. Evan Kowalski out of Riverside. Bo Hicks out of San Carlos. The trophy's going to stay here in the Golden State. But will it go home with the green machine? Or will it go home with a white one? 9.9 seconds later, there it is. Evan Kowalski runs dead on 4. The class index is 9.90. He runs 9.904 and locked out. Henry's ready. Okerman. This time they're both away on the green. Michael Henry, left lane, trying to win in his debut. And he can't get it done. 7:24 for Okerman, 166. Something happened to Michael Henry's car. It slowed way down. Runs only a 780. Melissa's ready. Tom Bear eases in. Here comes the countdown. Red light start. Melissa Murphy goes James Bond red at 007. 007 on the wrong side of the tree. Tom Bear has a perfect reaction time.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest in drag racing content and some awesome old school races. Make sure you check out the Competition Plus Power Hour with the Monday morning racer Lee Craft and Slammin' Sammy Smith every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter channels. It's easy to stay in the know. Download the CompetitionPlus.com mobile app. Sign up for push notifications to get notified of breaking news and the latest feature stories and videos. It's a free download at the iTunes Store and Google Play. Get your CompetitionPlus.com apparel today. Whether it's our nitro-burning funny car design or the vibrant door slammer design, we have the swag to show you are always in the know. Get yourself a hat too. And we know not everyone enjoys wearing a mask, but if you must wear one, at least wear a good-looking one. Check out the new CompetitionPlusApparel.com for the latest from the place where you have trusted for your news on the internet for over 2 decades.